Get it back in gear Mondays. We went through our 8-week run and saw some incredible results. Now we want to go beyond the 8 weeks and continue to live the good life. But before we do that, we want to take you back to our season finale, our 8-week run finale.
247 pounds.
My guilty pleasures, I guess, like most, are
candy,
pasta,
Cheetos, ice cream,
chips, one word, chocolate.
better myself, my body.
I'll look better, I'll feel better, and if I feel better and I look better, I'll do more.
Let's show everybody Lynette. Now look at her. She looks fantastic. Come on over here, Lynette. I love it. Lights, camera, action. Let's talk about a family. There's Kiki and Dad, JJ.
I lost 21 pounds.
Has it been fun to do it together?
Yes, it has.
As a family?
It really has.
Check him out now. Max, another man, setting example for his family. Yeah, look at the outfit. Look at him. He's ready for the pool. Get you fired up all over again. Back with us, our guru, Mark MacDonald, who led us through that. Thank you again.
Because
I mean,
thanks for being 9% body fat, man. You're like a machine.
Well, I was skeptical, and we did it, and you were absolutely right. Thank you. As I was able to take it to a new level, that's got to fire you up. Number one.
Oh, it's the best.
And you still have to be excited because the question now is making sure people don't make mistakes. What's the biggest mistake that people make after having some success and losing some weight?
Number one mistake is they don't make it a lifestyle. You know, diets attack people at their weakest moment, so they starve, they cut their calories. Then once they drop that weight, they start overeating again, they stop exercising, they regain everything plus some. And that's what we're preventing right now. We're teaching people how to make it a way of life.
That's it. And that's why it's 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just
8 weeks
1
and
week or
beyond.
1 month. It's
8 weeks and beyond.
Okay.
And we make it a lifestyle starting week 1.
Okay, well, let's introduce to you an incredible success story, Kelly Bonomo. Now, Kelly, she's yo-yoed. She's lost weight, and then on this 8-week run, she's lost 30 pounds. We want to show you her before and after pictures. They're just incredible. She has dropped 30 pounds. She has dropped nearly 13% body fat, cut 11 inches as well. All right, Kelly, congratulations. You look great, by the way. But before we get to the now, as we look at some of these photos and these great numbers, you've yo-yoed in the past, haven't you? Where you've lost some weight and then went back. What happened?
I actually, back in 2007, had dropped 140 pounds initially.
Wow.
And competed in bodybuilding and figure back in 07 and 08. And I thought that I had it beat then, but I did that by restriction. So I was really just counting calories and didn't really have the education then on how to keep it off. And it's funny that this segment is on this today because has always been the hardest part is sometimes people can get the weight off, but to maintain it is always seems harder once you're there.
You know, Kelly, and Mike, when people crave food, it's because they're starving themselves. So all those temptations, it's because you have low blood sugar and you're dieting and you're restricting. You've never felt that way throughout your 8-week journey, right? You've made this a way of life, so you still know you can eat the food you love. You just need to do it in moderation. So you can have the ice cream. You just have to get back on plan, correct?
That's absolutely right. And you know, we have that mentality that, you know, we should be restricting or we should be creating some kind of deficit to lose the weight. But the reality, most of my clients, and even for myself, it's like every time you turn around, it's time to eat again. And most of them can't believe how much that I'm letting them eat because they have that mentality that they're not supposed to be eating. So that's exactly right. And it's just implementing the right ratios and making it a lifestyle. It has to be a lifestyle.
And just for everybody who maybe you didn't do the 8 weeks or maybe you're not familiar, the basis of it is stabilizing the blood sugar. I've become a disciple.
Eating in threes.
Eating in threes every 3 hours. And when you do eat, have fat, protein, and carbohydrates. And take it from someone who was a big meal guy, a big old breakfast and a big old dinner. Mark transformed my eating to where now I have a nice breakfast with some protein and some carbs, a little bit of fat. 3 hours later, I've got my smoothie. And that's it, right, Kelly? I mean, that eating is not, I don't want to go back.
No, because your blood sugar is balanced, it releases your stored fat, and it makes you not crave that food, correct?
Yes, and the thing is most people will find too when they go just a little bit past that time to eat, what ends up happening? Boom, you're hungry. And, you know, that right there is a sure fact that you're starting to get your metabolism going and you're starting to get things rolling the way that they should be, and you don't want to get hungry. I tell my clients you don't want to be hungry. You don't want to get to that point. You want to be eating consistently every 3 hours so you don't get to that point where you're ready to eat your arm.
Hey, Kelly. I mean, you obviously you look great. You're so full of life. That smile says it all.
Thank you.
Tell me
Thank you.
and give a word of motivation as you answer this question to everybody out there. How you know in your heart you're never going back. And you're never going to gain 40 again or anything even close to that.
Well, I know that I'm never going back because for the first time, I've done this the right way. I've made it a lifestyle. I am not restricting. I'm not depriving myself of things that I enjoy to have. And if there's any advice that I can give to anybody out there, one thing, like whenever I'm having a bad day or whenever one of my clients is having a bad day, I always tell everybody to just visualize where you want to be at your goal. And if you can see that in your mind and you believe it, then you can achieve it and be it.